Call the February 18th meeting of the Unionville Town Board to order. We'll start out with a salute to the flag, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yeah, everyone's mic is on. Okay, like to request a few amendments here to the agenda. We do have an executive session scheduled, and I would like to add two topics to that. Actually, it's two individuals and under the same topic. It's personnel matters leading to the employment of a particular person. Also would like to add the cell tower easement consideration to old business C. And then have a brief executive session prior to the old business B with the attorney. Motion to that effect?
So moved.
Second, okay. All in favor of that?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you. Yes.
Executive and unplanned.
Correct. Yes. Motion to approve the minutes of 1/21/2026.
Make that motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you. The finances here as of end of January. In our general checking account, we have 314,835. Miscellaneous receipts, 186,954. General money market is 76,047. General New York class is 2,768,714. And general New York class reserve fund is 5,215. For a total of 3,351,766. In highway checking, we have 232,128. Highway money market is 27,182. Highway New York class is 32,180. Highway West Clove Bridge, 615,181. And highway equipment reserve is 182,725 for a total of 1,089,397. Grand total of 4,441,163. Overall January net income is favorable by 70,000 versus the budget. Mainly due to higher revenue and the timing of expenses. January revenue is up 29,000 versus the budget. They're due to higher rental of real property, the solar field and the franchise fees, which is Cablevision's. Our sales tax is up. Building permits and summer camp and facility rentals are up as well. Overall January expenses are favorable by 41,000 compared to the budget, to the timing of those expenses. I've spoken on this before, but the company that we use for text messaging to town residents has changed hands, and they have more features. We have a place on our town website that you can go to register for informative text messages. We have it broken down here to town hall messages, recycle center messages, and recreation messages. And their technology is pretty sophisticated. On February 23rd at 11 a.m., they will be texting all town residents to notify you of this program, and you can either opt in or opt out. It'll be a one-time text just to let you know that this is available to you. Board member reports. Councilman Redinger.
Nothing specific this week.
Okay. Councilman Harrington.
I have nothing to report other than I'm very happy to be back, and thank you to all those who have helped me when I was when I need it. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Durham.
I'd like to welcome Councilman Harrington back. Wish him well in his recovery. And other than that, just preparing for this meeting.
Okay, thank you. Councilman McGivney.
Yes, I would also like to welcome Councilman Harrington back. Town taxes are due February 26th, and that's due without penalty. I'm sure our tax collector, Kay Sagalmeni, will have more on that in her report. That's all I have.
All righty, thank you. Town clerk.
Thank you. Document shredding day will be approaching eventually, but it's scheduled for Wednesday, May 6th, and that's open to all town residents, as well as anyone that belongs to the recycling center. And there's a limit of 2 boxes, but everyone has been more than able to shred everything they've brought. So we'll have more information on that. There's no time until the day of, but they'll give us a smaller window of arrival. So again, that's document shredding day, Wednesday, May 6th. Thank you.
Thank you. Highway Superintendent.
As you all know, we've been getting hammered with some real winter weather.
Yeah.
We're pushing the snow back as far as possible on the roads to keep our drainage ditch lines open and such. One issue that we are having, and it happens every year, is unfortunate, but we do get a mailbox or 7 or 8. But we do try to repair them as soon as we know that they're damaged. But we are not intentionally trying to hit your mailbox. We've gotten a few calls and kind of lean that way, but we don't do it on purpose. We are right now in good shape as far as salt and abrasive for the roads. We're actually cutting our salt with some 1/4-inch crushed stone, which seems to be working very well. And it's cutting our cost by a significant amount as far as each time we go around. We're anticipating between now and next Tuesday early morning, up to another 8 inches of snow for our area between Friday night and Sunday night. So just be aware of that. We're keeping the trucks as good a order as we can. And our new salt shed is working really well. So thank the board for putting that into motion. That thing's great. We do need to look into at some point getting some different radios for the trucks, 2-way radios. They're just the service we have now. There's a lot of dead areas for the trucks. And so we're more frequently using cell phones and try to use the hands-free cell phone as much as possible. I think that's something we should be looking into for 2026 to upgrade our radio systems.
Okay.
So that's about all I got, other than the day-to-day fixing potholes and that kind of thing.
Very good. Thank you.
Yep.
Tax collector.
Good evening, all. Kevin, love seeing you back.
Thank you.
I'm sure Amy's glad to have you out of the house for a little bit. So for the past couple weeks, it's been extremely busy. Thank you, all taxpayers, and thank you, escrow. First time in 5 years, I got it before the 28th. Recap, January 31st, I had 15% in. February 14th, I had 24. And today, end of business, I have 60% of our taxes in. With that being said, at 2025, without that escrow, we were at 34%. So thank you, the banks, for letting us collect your interest over them. As of right now, we got Andrea, myself, and her mom were able to seal all of the escrow. So all those people will be getting their receipts within the mail in the next 2 weeks. That was 658 envelopes we stuffed and sealed and mailed. Also, we wrote out checks today to the finance, so she's very happy. She'll have money for highway. We're paid in full. The town is paid in full. Burbank Meadow is paid in full. Plus, we submitted, well, my department submitted a check to the fire district in full. So by next week, the fire district should be paid by the town. Also, just a reminder, Kevin, thank you, but it's the 28th. They have,
Did I say the 27th?
whatever, I'm
That's my
not.
birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. That's why. So the deadline is February 28th, which is a Saturday. Andrea and I are here till noon. The drop box is there. We will be collecting it on Sunday. I believe you do have till Monday because of it falling on a Saturday. I'll double check on that. And if you do put it at the post office, make sure you have it hand stamped so I can honor it and not have to make that dreadful phone call asking you for penalty money. Our hours here are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 4. Again, the drop box is open after 4. Put it in there and somebody will pick it up the next morning. And Saturdays till the end of March, we're here from 9 to 12. What else do we have? And then there's a 2% penalty come March. Also, for the assessor's office, they are here Tuesdays and Thursdays. 65 and older, you get the enhanced star if you make under, Andrea, 52,000, is it?
I don't remember what the ceilings are for each
Yeah,
area.
just check with them. You have till March 1st on that as well. So please, please, please don't miss out on that. If you're 65 and older and you make under the 50, whatever it is, we'll double check if you call us here. And then again, I want to thank you all. It's been a really fun year here. It's been nice working with everybody in the town hall. The employees are just super fun, happy. And what else? Ed, you guys rocked it out there. I mean, that was such a winter, and every Saturday, I swear, I drove here in the snow and you guys had the roads perfect. The county, not so much, but you guys did a great job. But thank you.
Okay, thank you. Councilman Redinger, would you mind reading the animal report,
Sure.
animal control?
Animal Control Report, January 2026. During the month of January, there were no lost or found dogs. There were 3 complaints. Residents should be advised that there has been an outbreak of H5N1 bird flu, also known as avian flu, in Dutchess and Ulster County. Many bird deaths have been reported, and this flu is transmissible to domestic poultry as well. Do not come in contact with any dead birds or those that appear to be sick. Should you see anything, the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation should be contacted so they're aware of the location and scope of the problem. Respectfully submitted, Mary Jean Calvi, Animal Control.
Okay, thank you. Public comment on agenda items. Anyone?
First and foremost, Mr. Harrington, it's very nice to see you back and doing well. In order to vote tonight on the RD10 law, you each individually have the following obligations. To have taken a hard look, you have to have read all 362 pages that were posted to the town website today connected to the resolution, and you have an obligation to have reviewed it as a board and to have collectively discussed it. Simply deferring the reading of a summary to your planner is not legally sufficient. You also have an obligation to prove that this change aligns with the town's master plan. One of the authors of this town's master plan stood here on February 4th and expressly said that it does not, and in fact that it stands in distinct contrast to the law that he was a part of writing. With your vote, you are each individually signing your names to this resolution, which means you have to believe that all of the statements in the resolution are true. I can point out several that are false, including on page 10, where it states that this board engaged in a discussion amongst itself during the public hearing on February 4th and agreed to the negative declaration of impact. I was here, you were here, it's on video. There was no discussion amongst you all. In fact, Supervisor Frazier's comment was, well, let's just put the resolution forward and see if it gets seconded. Because you've written it into your resolution, you are also legally held to Fiscaldo's proposal being withdrawn. If any of you know that this project is likely to continue forward after this vote, you will be charged with intentionally misleading the public and much more. I'd like you all to think long and hard on that one, because your planner said on video on February 4th that, quote, when he goes forward to planning, it will receive further review. And if she knows that it will move forward, it's likely that some of you do too. The fact is, by lowering the acreage requirement, this law significantly more than doubles the number of properties available to intense commercial use and development in Unionville. The fact that The fact is that while the idea of an event venue is not environmentally impactful, the development and operations of an event venue is extremely environmentally impactful. So while that may not be significant to you, Mr. Supervisor, it is to the lives and neighborhoods you are actively, knowingly, and publicly stating to more than one person that you are trying to ruin. If it were next to you, your mother, your sibling, anyone that mattered to you, you would be against this. And to that end, no
Thank-
resident,
thank-
including the property owners, has spoken in favor of this. Well over 30 residents have spoken out against this law. No one has spoken in favor of this. You are making a strong statement by voting yes to this. You are making a strong statement that you are not here to represent them. So before you vote, I want you to think long and hard about the statements I've just made. And if there are any that you are not confident in, I urge you not to sign your individual names to this resolution. Thank you.
Thank you. You want to come up? No. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, thank you. New business. During the inspection process on the buildings that we mentioned last time, discovered that we don't have an alarm system at number 11, and we have tenants there. I think it would be a good idea for us to have an alarm system put in there for both the tenant's safety and our liability protection. We have an alarm company. I can get a quote on that and bring that to another meeting, but wanted to get that in, in front of you to think about. Also asked about the antifreeze being put into the heat lines, and our heat technician said that stuff is very corrosive and doesn't recommend doing that. Instead, we are looking at putting room temperature alarms. If it falls below 45 degree, it'll trigger the alarm system to notify us, and we can take corrective action before it gets to freezing. Any questions on that? Okay. I'd like to ask to belay the phone copier contract consideration until after our executive session. The attorney has brought some new information on that. I guess a motion to do that.
I'll make the motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you. And I would like to make a motion to move into executive session for attorney-client session. Be brief. Second, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we'll go across the hall. We'll be back as soon as possible, folks. We have some advice from the attorney.
Motion to resume business?
Oh, yes, motion to come out of executive session.
So,
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, no decisions were made and no money was appropriated. And I'd like to turn it over to the attorney.
My suggestion to the board, of course. Is it on? No.
Yeah.
Okay. My suggestion to the board is that notwithstanding the time and effort which has already been put into this, that additional documents be forwarded to the County Department of Planning and also under the code to the Planning Board for their consideration. You have sent packets of documents to both of them in the past, and they have responded appropriately. But my suggestion is that there are additional documents, all of which have been referred to in the last couple of meetings, which should also be sent to them. And I just want everyone, and obviously the board is aware of this, to know that this is my suggestion, and it is not something which was generated by the board or any other elected official or administrative personnel in the town.
I'll make a motion that we send those documents to the county and await a response before we make any judgment
On the RD detention.
on the RD10 issue, yes.
I'll second that.
Okay, a motion on the floor and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. We're gonna have to table this until we heard back from the attorney.
Thank you.
And the county.
Right. We'll come back to the phone copier. And then that leaves us with the cell tower easement. I think I mentioned this at a previous meeting. NYSEG needs a easement on the property to install the electric line to the cell tower, and that's what this resolution is here. Anyone have any questions on that? Okay, Councilman Derlin, would you like to read the resolution?
Sure. What number is it?
26.
What's that?
26,
26.
sorry about that, there.
Town of Unionville Town Board Resolution number 26 of 2026. Resolution authorizing execution of an easement with New York State Electric and Gas Corporation. Whereas by resolution number 47 of 2025, the Town Board of the Town of Unionville authorized the submission of a home rule request for enabling legislation to permit the Town of Unionville to alienate and discontinue the use of certain parklands and lease at fair market value to Homeland Towers LLC for a term not to exceed 30 years for the purpose of operating a radio transmission tower facility. And whereas the special legislation permitted the alienation and discontinuance of certain parklands consisting of approximately 0.121 acre parcel to be leased to Homeland Towers LLC for tower placement, and an approximate 0.129 acre parcel, 12 feet wide by 470 feet long, for an easement to provide access to and utilities for the tower. Whereas New York State Electric and Gas Corporation has requested 10 by 10 feet in width easement and right of way to install, maintain, repair, and or replace a pad mounted transformer PU 5-1 to be located on the town's property within an existing easement previously authorized through special legislation. And whereas NYSEG has prepared a map showing the location of the easement, which is attached to the easement agreement, both of which are annexed here too. And whereas the granting of the easement and right of way by the town to NYSEG is a type 2 action under the State Environmental Quality Review Act pursuant to 6 NYCRR 617.5 C7 and requires no further environmental review. Now therefore be it resolved as follows. The recitations set forth above are incorporated in this resolution as if fully set forth and adopted herein. The Town Board of the Town of Unionville hereby grants an easement and right of way and over certain land located on town property as more particularly set forth in the easement agreement, a copy of which is annexed here too, to install, maintain, repair, and or replace a pad mounted transformer PU 5-1 with all necessary fixtures and appurtenances thereto. The Town Board of the Town of Unionville hereby authorizes the town supervisor on behalf of the town to execute the easement agreement with NYSEG submitted herewith, and to take any other actions required to enter into and finalize the terms of the easement agreement, subject to final review and approval of the attorney of the town as to the form and content.
A second on that?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Harrington.
Aye.
Councilman Redzinger.
Aye.
Supervisor Frazier.
Aye.
Councilman McGivney. Councilman Derland.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. I think we need to run back into executive session to discuss the matters that I mentioned previously. I don't believe that there's anything to decide after that. Just an internal discussion about some matters before.
Public
us.
comment on town issues.
Yeah, we can go and do that now. We can do that before we go out. Any public comment on town issues? Okay, why don't we do the motion to pay the bills?
Make
So
a motion.
moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, you're all welcome to stay. Our next meeting will be March 4th at 7:30. And we're likely adjourn when we return from executive session.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll make a motion now to resume our meeting.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. No decisions were made and no funds were appropriated. I mentioned previously, our next meeting is March 4th at 7:30, and I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you all.